incredibly concerning. And I think that it is an illustration of the attacks we're seeing on our democracy. Sometimes they're blatant and explicit in the manner of these bomb threats. And we have to understand this as part of the general approach the Trump administration has taken to trying to intimidate voters with baseless allegations of voter fraud as a means of trying to repress the voice of Americans across this country.
The common denominator here is Donald Trump, and Democrats are on the precipice of delivering a huge blow to Donald Trump in his second term. What are we talking about here? Well, why don't we just look? Democrats lead all the key races. You go to New Jersey governor. That's really the only close one. Mikey Sherrill, the Democrat, up by 6 points. Abigail Spanberger in Virginia, up by 10. Zohran Mamdani, up by 16 points in New York City. The bottom line is this. Yes, there are ideological differences between the Democrats, but the key common component is they are all going after Donald Trump, and all the Democrats lead from New Jersey to Virginia to New York City. They all lead the Republican and independent opponents.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Need a cigarette, Steph.
All right.
I'll have what she's having.
And we don't even smoke. Yeah, I got to tell you. Have I mentioned that I hung out with Jasmine Crockett on Sunday? I don't think I brought that up.
A couple of times.
Did you see Jasmine Crockett over the weekend?
I did.
That
Thank you
cool.
for asking.
Did you see her people say no to us?
No, just no on this trip.
I see.
She will come on. I got to tell
I
you.
had so much FOMO seeing those pictures, Steph. I was so envious. I was like, I want to be there.
I know. I got to tell you, the energy, I felt like I left there, Joe, like spinning off into the universe. The energy from Jodie Sweetens is amazing and just a sweetheart. She spoke, and then Jasmine Crockett. And I'm telling you, there was so many young people there. The energy was just incredible. I mean, it by the time we left, you just were, you were walking on air, walking on sunshine, as you will. Yeah.
Victor, she does that. Victor has a way, right? Like he has a way.
He wasn't at this one. He wasn't at this one.
But he wasn't at that one.
Yeah. No, there was a lot of young people, but
right,
yeah.
Right.
I just was talking about how many people under 30 were there and canvassing that day and working and really, involved.
Oh, you're talking about the Prop 50 event. I was invited to that. I couldn't go because I had my kids, but I was I was considering flying to California for that because it was that important.
Wow.
Oh, there's always an empty room here for you.
Lock the door.
Oh, God. Yeah, lock the door.
Lock the door.
All the doors lock. I have the key. Okay. No, I don't. I'm not creepy.
I could just totally see the role playing there. She broke in.
Oh, no.
But, here we go. We were talking this morning already about several polling places in Jersey were shut down because of bomb threats, because Republicans know they can't win. They're seeing all the same polling we're seeing. They always have to engage in some kind of effery because they, and as you say, Mikey Sherrill way ahead. Where do you think the bomb threats are coming? They're trying to stop Democrats from voting, obviously.
Just like they did in 2024, in the presidential election. And you're right. They have to cheat. They have no other choice, which is why Prop 50 is so important, because we have to fight back. We don't need to cheat, but we need to fight back. We need to let the people choose. I mean, the fact that my friends in this state are now worried about bomb threats. I have never in my life worried about a bomb threat when I went to vote. I take my kids with me. Yeah. This is the most democratic thing we could possibly do. And for them to use fear and violence to intimidate us out of voting, that's obviously reprehensible, and that's because they know they're losing.
Yeah, and hopefully I said double and triple down on getting to vote. Your vote wouldn't be trying to suppress it if it wasn't powerful. So like this, Texas Governor Greg Abbott said he will impose 100% tariff on New Yorkers moving to Texas.
What?
He said, after the polls close tomorrow, I will impose 100% tariff on anyone moving to Texas from New York City. Keith Olbermann said, take all the MAGA you want, Hole, no charge.
What does he mean? I don't know.
It's just this is all they know how to do is bully and threaten, right? I mean,
Yep. Exactly. And cheat. Bully, threaten, and cheat. And roll over for Donald Trump.
Right. I mean, I think Trump endorsing Cuomo is like going to turn out, the vote for Mamdani like 11 billion fold, right?
Did you? He was just speaking. Cuomo was just speaking. He voted, and they said, what do you say about Donald Trump supporting you? And he was like, Donald Trump doesn't support me. He just doesn't like Mamdani. And I'm like, yeah, good luck getting that ick off of you, buddy.
Yep.
Good luck.
Yeah, that's the kind of ick that stays. Anyway, your piece. Yep. I mean, I just this whole Great Gatsby party that you wrote about. at some point I said to Chris, I'm like, is he working for us? I mean, like I don't, on the day he takes SNAP benefits away, right? And literally that same day.
Trolling the libs. That's what he's best at.
Okay.
Yeah. Chris is right. I think in large measure, I think like these intentional choices are meant to trigger us, but they should trigger us, right? Like that's the thing.
Look at my gold bathroom. Like 7 times he posts pictures of the gold and marble in his bathroom.
You don't mix gold
I
with
agree.
with black and white marble. That's just tacky
agree.
AF.
Yeah.
I'm
Gross.
sorry.
It's gross.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh.
Anyway,
It was like a suite in a casino.
Yeah.
Like, that's what
Right.
it felt like, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Expect lines of Coke to be on the counter.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
That's for Don Jr.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I guess Don Jr. uses that bathroom.
It's not junior bathroom.
Oh, God. He did you see he tweeted about his dad's balls? Just in case. He said the
No.
real ballroom is the room he leaves for his. I'm
When he
like,
man spreads. Yeah.
yeah, and he said, unlike the what did he leg crossing sees Newsom and Obama, and there's pictures of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are they okay? Are my government okay?
Are you all okay over there? Because wow.
We spent a lot of time talking about the genitalia of other men in the world.
Yeah, I said that earlier. Raise your hand if you've never said anything about your dad's balls, both publicly or privately. Oh, my God. You wrote, we all know damn well Trump's never read The Great Gatsby. The man hasn't read the entirety of a Denny's menu. He doesn't have the attention span to make it through the instructions on a bottle of Tylenol. You said he's never understood Gatsby was a tragedy, not a tutorial. All he
Right.
knows is that the people were rich, and it's all he needs. He treats Fitzgerald's cautionary tale like a real estate brochure. I mean, I know, I'm like, do you get what happened after the Roaring 20s?
You know, he doesn't care.
Right.
He's the most incurious idiot of all time. He's like, oh, they were rich. They had parties. There were champagne and half-naked chicks. Yes, that's what I want. It's exactly what I want.
He doesn't write about the end of the novel though.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
Isn't
No.
it with him in the pool?
No.
Face down?
No,
I'm
that-
thinking
No,
of
that's
Sunset Boulevard.
Sunset
Boulevard.
Somebody ends up in the pool. Okay. You just said the whole damn thing looked like the Hunger Games and a Jersey Shore reunion had a baby and left it to starve in a gold-plated crib.
That's the thing, right? Like, it's so, everything feels like it's got like a layer of Vaseline over it.
Yes.
Everything that ever comes out of Mar-a-Lago, it looks like the remote control in a no-tell motel. You know what I mean?
It has a layer of used lube over everything.
Did you see the picture
Chris,
of
that
him?
is exactly it. Used lube.
Oh my God! And the feather ladies dancing, and did you see him just sitting there like? He looked like Carl in Sling Blade. He's like, when's your potted meat coming?
But it's nice that ever devout Marco Rubio was sitting beside him. I mean, this guy, they called him a con man. Said he was everything we teach our kindergartners not to be, and there he is, sitting right beside him.
Yeah.
A good little, yeah.
So let's get to the part in your piece. You were talking about your time as a single mom, working full time as a paraprofessional, helping autistic preschoolers learn how to communicate, how to trust, how to be seen. You said I made $16 and change an hour before taxes. It was enough to exhaust me, but not enough to live on. My friends used to sneak groceries into my car so my kids wouldn't know. You never forget that kind of kindness. You never forget the sting of gratitude that feels too big for your chest and the shame that should never have been yours to carry. You just say SNAP benefits or recipients are not lazy. They are the working poor, the retired, the recovering, people through crawling through a system designed to keep them starving while the rich dine on sympathy and steak. That is so beautiful. And I don't know if you saw Michael Che talked about this too. Like he made a post about growing up on food stamps and the shame and, not wanting people to see you waiting till the other kids left the supermarket. And, there was no jokes in it. Like it was a really heartfelt post, just like yours.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing that they're attacking the people who need assistance. They're attacking the people who need help. But while the rich are dining and throwing great Gatsby parties and throwing away more food than any of us could ever fathom. And until and I would admit, I grew up in, at least with stability. I'm very privileged in that way. I never knew what it felt like to be hungry or to consider an active hunger that you can't just easily solve. So when I was in a position like that as a single mom working with kids all day for not a living wage and going to the grocery store and just seeing I can't everywhere I went. When my kids would ask me for a donut from Dunkin' Donuts, I knew I couldn't do that. And so for the first time in my life, I understood what that felt like, and that shame that I shouldn't have carried, where I didn't want anyone to know. You don't want anybody to know at school when you're going to work and everybody's like, do you guys want to go in on lunch? We're all going to get pizza or whatever. And I know I can't afford that. And my friends started picking up what was happening, and they showed up at my driveway. They put food in my car so that my kids could see me bring in grocery bags because they didn't know that I couldn't afford to buy the groceries myself.
Yeah. I was going to make a very inappropriate joke about breastfeeding her, but you know what? I'm not going to do that.
No.
So JoJo,
Louise Miller.
Steffi, you can do that. My kids were a little big at the time, but
okay. Quite seriously, you're right. Hunger is not, I love this. Hunger is not a moral failure. It's a national disgrace. You said, I've lived that fear, the one they pretend doesn't exist. I mean, that's what you can make jokes about the Gatsby party and whatever, but it's just, the reality, Joe, that they're telling grocery stores you can't, even give a discount to SNAP recipients to help them. Oh, the president has to be ordered by 2 judges to maybe give up half the SNAP benefit. He has to be forced to not starve his own people. And by the way, to your point of your piece, this could be weeks before people get even that, and they don't understand what 2 weeks means to people that can't afford it, can't afford to eat.
They have no idea. They have no idea. But there are those who do, and they're doing this to be cruel. The intention is the cruelty. So because Mike Johnson said this out loud, when those SNAP benefits go away, the pain's going to go up to a 10, and that's when the Democrats will cave. Think about that.
He said it out loud. On TV. I know. Cruelty is the point.
I wanted to talk to you both, Yahweh and Yesh, because I wrote a book, and it's about you guys, but it's really about some of your fans, the mean ones, the racist ones, the homophobe ones, the ones who don't like women. You guys come off really well in the book. Jesus, you come off really good in this book.
Yeah, I've heard that when people talk about the Bible, they tell me that God, you come off really well.
Said no one ever.
Jesus comes off really well. Yeah, no, God, you're very impressive, God. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but you there's some moments, Almighty, where you're kind of the alcoholic stepgod. You know what I'm saying? But Jesus, he's chill throughout. Like he's proof of evolution.
But John, people have been twisting my message, right? And that's what this book is about.
It really is, Jesus. I mean, I've gone through this book of yours many times. You never said anything against the gays. You never said anything against women having to be forced to be pregnant. I mean, you're not against abortion. You're against the death penalty, Jesus. I know that. You're like your dad in that you tell us to welcome the stranger.
Yeah. I mean, the right people are twisting my message left and right, and we can't take it anymore. So we're so excited to have this book, a really rock-solid resource to show people what the Bible actually says. And that's why we love you, John. You're spreading our true good word.
Simon & Schuster's Avid Reader Press presents Separation of Church and Hate, the bold, hilarious new book from John Fugelsang, available September 9th and on sale now at your local independent bookstore or your favorite non-evil website.